Dear students, let's do this question. The question is, solve the following pairs of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So as we see here, this pair is not a pair of linear equations. It is just a pair of equations. These are not linear equations, because in linear equation the power of the variable is 1, but here power of x is minus 1, because if this x will go in the numerator, it becomes x power minus 1, and y power is also minus 1. So this is not a pair of linear equations. So first of all, we'll reduce these equations into a pair of linear equations, then we'll solve these two equations. So this work we will do by doing some suitable substitution. So let's see what is that substitution. First of all, we'll write 1 by 2x as 1 by 2 into 1 by x. Can we write like this way? Yes, we can write. Plus 1 by 3y, we can write like this way, 1 by 3 into 1 by y is equal to 2. And the second is 1 by 3 into 1 by x we can write. And then 1 by 2 into 1 by y we can write is equal to 13 over 6. Now let's see what we do. We'll fill 1 by x as some other variable. Suppose this is a. So 1 by x, put 1 by x as a, and 1 by y as some other variable, that is b. So we'll write let, or you can say put 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b in above equations. Okay, so here 1 by 2 into 1 by x is a, so it will become 1 by 2a plus 1 by 3 and 1 by y become is b, that is b. So 1 by 2a plus 1 by 3b is equal to 2. So in second equation it becomes 1 by 3a plus 1 by 2b is equal to 13 over 6. Now what we do, we will make the denominator 1. So if I see here, what is LCM of 2 and 3? That is 6. So if I multiply this full equation with 6, I'll get the denominator 1. And similarly here, the LCM of 3, 2 and 6 is 6 only. So if I multiply this equation also by 6, I'll get in each case denominator 1. So let's do this work. We'll write multiply above equations by 6. So if you see here, now this is a linear equation. Now this is pair of linear equations. We have reduced this into pair of linear equations because power of a is 1 here, power of b is 1, so it is linear equations. So let's multiply with 6. So if I multiply this by 6, it becomes 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So 3a will come, plus here 2b will come. You can multiply by 6. So 3 1s are 3, 2s are 6. So 2b is equal to 6 2s are 12. Now here if I multiply by 6, it becomes 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So 2a plus 3b is equal to, here if I multiply 6, then 6 1s are 6 1s are, so it becomes 13. Suppose this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now we'll solve these two equations with the help of elimination method. So see, in elimination method what we do, we will make the coefficient of either a or b in both the equations the same. So if I multiply this one equation by 2 and equation 2 by 3, we get the coefficient of a as 6 and 6 in both the cases. So let's multiply. So we'll write multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 3 and equation 2 by 3. So let's multiply this with 2. So it becomes 6a plus 4b is equal to 24. And second equation becomes 6a, we are multiplying this by 3, plus 9b is equal to 39. Now you can see coefficient of a is the same in both the cases, but here are the sign of the coefficient is also same. We'll subtract these equations. So if the signs are same, we subtract. If signs are different, then we add the equations. So in subtraction, signs will be changed. It becomes minus and it become here minus. So this will be cancelled. Now 4b minus 9b, it is minus 5b. Okay, so is equal to, so 24 minus 39, it is minus 15. So minus minus will be cancelled, and b is 15 over 5. That is, you can write here also, b is equal to 15 over 5. That is 3. So b value is 3 here. So now we'll put the value of b as 3 in equation 1 or 2. So let's put in 1. So we'll write put b is equal to 3 in equation 1. So let's see, it is 3a plus 2 into b, b is 3, is equal to 12. So it becomes 3a plus 6 is equal to 12. So 3a is equal to, you can put here sign that applies, 3a is equal to 12 minus 6, that is 6. So a will be 6 over 3, that is 2. So b is 3 and a is 2 here. Now we are to find the value of x and y, because in question variables x and y are given here. So we need to find the value of these variables. So what we do here, we'll fill the value of a as 2 and b as 3. So we can get the value of x and y. So we'll write here, we have 1 by x is equal to a. So 1 by x is equal to, what is a here? That is 2. So if 1 by x is 2, then x is 1 by 2. So this is x. Now we'll find the value of y also. Here 1 by y is b. So 1 by y is, b is 3. We have the value of b 3. So 1 by y is 3. So y is 1 by 3. So this way we can find the value of x and y. Now let's do this part. This is second part. 2 over root x plus 3 over root y is equal to 2, and 4 over root x minus 9 over root y is equal to minus 1. So this pair of equations also I need to reduce into the pair of linear equations. These are not already linear, so we will change these into linear, a pair of linear equations by just substituting any suitable value. So let's see what we do. If I put 1 by root x as a and 1 by root y as b here in both the equations. So see what will I get. 2 over root x means 2 into 1 by root x. So 1 by root x is a, so it becomes 2a, plus 3 over root y means 3 into 1 by root y. So 3 into 1 by root y means b. So 3b is equal to 2. Similarly here also 4 into 1 by root x, that is 4a, minus 9b is equal to minus 1. So these are two equations we have. These are now in pair of linear equations form. So I need to solve these by elimination method. So what I do, I'll make the coefficient of either a or b same in both the equations. If I multiply equation 1 by 2, I get 4a here, and here is already 4a. So if I multiply equation 1 by 2, then we can get the coefficients the same. So I'll write multiply equation 1 by 2. So right here, so 2 to the 4a plus 3 to the 6a is equal to 2 to the 4, and second equation you write as it is. Now we'll solve these two equations. So since the sign of these coefficients is same, so we'll subtract these two equations. So in subtraction, signs will be changed, minus becomes plus, minus becomes plus. So this is cancelled. Now plus 6a plus 9b, that is 15b is equal to plus 5. So b is equal to 5 over 15, that is 1 by 3. So b is 1 by 3. So we'll fill the value of b as 1 by 3 in equation 1. So let's fill 2a plus 3 into b. b is 1 by 3 is equal to 2. Let's see what is a coming. 3 ones are 3 ones are. So it becomes 2a plus 1 is equal to 2. So 2a is equal to 2 minus 1. So that is 2a is equal to 1. So a is 1 by 2. So here b is 1 by 3, a is 1 by 2. So we'll fill these values here. So here you can see, so first is 1 by root x is a. So it means 1 by root x is, what is a here? That is 1 by 2. So a is 1 by 2. Now if I cross multiply, I get root x into 1 is root x is equal to 2 ones are 2. So if I squaring both side here, so root x square is x and 2 square is 4. So it means x value is 4 here. Now take second equation, that is 1 by root y is b. So b means the value of b is 1 by 3. So if I cross multiply, it becomes root y is equal to 3. So now squaring both sides, so root y square is y and 3 square is 9. So value of y is 9 and value of x is 4 here. So this way we will do these questions. Thanks for watching. Students, let's solve this question. The question is, solve the following pairs of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So this pair of equations is given. So first of all, we will change this pair of equations into pair of linear equations. These are not in the form of linear equations. These are not linear equations. So first of all, we'll reduce them into linear equations. Then we'll solve this. And this thing we'll do by doing some suitable substitution. So if I put, see here, if I put 1 over x minus 1 as some other variable, suppose that is a, and 1 over y minus 2, suppose it is b, then what we get from these two equations? So first equation will become 5 into, this is 1 over x minus 1, that is 5a. 1 over x minus 1 I have assumed as a. So it becomes 5a plus this is b. So it is b is equal to 2. This is our first equation. And second is 6 over x minus 1. So 6 into 1 over x minus 1, that is, so it is a. So it becomes 6 over a minus 3 over y minus 2 means 3 into 1 over y minus 2. 3 into 1 over y minus 2 is b. So that is this is equal to 1. So now it is changed into pair of linear equations now. Now we'll solve these by elimination method. So in elimination method, what we do, we'll make the coefficient of either a or b in both the equations the same. So if I multiply equation 1 by 3, I get the coefficient of b in both the equations as 3 and 3. So it can be done. So I'll write multiply equation 1 by 3. So it becomes 5 3s are 15, 15a plus 3 into b is 3b is equal to 2 into 3 is 6. So second equation we'll write as it is. Now if signs of both these variables is different, then we'll add these equations. So adding these two equations, I get here, this is cancelled. Now 15a plus 6a, that is 21a, is equal to 6 plus 1, that is 7. So a will be 7 over 21, that is 1 over 3. Now we'll put the value of a as 1 by 3 in any one of the equation. So let's put in 1. So we'll write put a is equal to 1 by 3 in equation 1. So 5a, a is 1 by 3. So 5 into 1 by 3 plus b is equal to 2. So it becomes 5 over 3. So b is equal to 2 minus 5 over 3. It will go in right hand side. So b is equal to, take 3 is here LCM. So here it is 1, 1, 3 is 3. So multiply by 3. So 6, 3 to 6 minus 5. So b is 1 by 3. So a is also 1 by 3, b is also 1 by 3. Now we'll go in these equations. We have, because we need to find the value of x and y, not of a and b only. So here 1 by x minus 1 is a. So here 1 over x minus 1 is a value of a is 1 by 3. Now we'll do cross multiply here. So x minus 1 into 1 is x minus 1 is equal to, it is 3. So x is equal to 3 plus 1, that is 4. Similarly, we'll get the value of y also. So we'll put the value of b as 1 by 3 here. So we have this equation 1 over y minus 2 is b. So we'll write 1 over y minus 2 is, what is b? b is 1 by 3. Now if I cross multiply, I'll get y minus 2 is equal to 3. Now y is equal to 3 plus 2, that is 5. So x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5 is the answer of this question. Now let's do this third part. 4 over x plus 3y is equal to 14, and then 3 over x minus 4y is equal to 23. So here if you see, here 3y and 4y, it is fine because their power is 1 already. Okay, so we need to change this 4 over x and 3 over x. So if I put 1 by x as anything you put here a. Okay, so in above equations, so it becomes here 4 over x means 4 into 1 by x. 1 by x is a, so it means it is 4a plus 3y as it is equal to 14. This is equation number 1. Now next becomes 3 over x means 3 into 1 by x. So that is 3 into a minus 4y is equal to 23. Now we'll solve these two equations with the help of elimination method. So in elimination method, what we do, we'll make the coefficient of either a or y same in both the equations. So if I multiply this equation by 4, one equation by 4, I get 12y here, and this equation by 3, then I get here 12y. So the coefficients will be same, so I can do like this way. So multiply equation 1 by 4 and equation 2 by 3. So let's multiply by 4. It becomes 16a plus 12y is equal to 14 4s are 56. Now this equation by 3, so it becomes 3 3s are 9a minus 12y is equal to 3s are, so 23 3s are 69. So now what we do, because signs of these two coefficient is different, so we'll just add these two equations. So this will be cancelled. 16a plus 9a is 25a is equal to, if we add these two, we'll get 125. So a is 125 over 25, that is 25 1s are 25 5s are. So a is 5 here. So this is a. Now what we do, we'll fill the value of a as 5 here. So we have here, we'll write, we have 1 by x as a, 1 by x as a. So 1 by x is a means 5. So if 1 by x is 5, then if we cross multiply, we will get 5x is 1 and x is 1 by 5, or simply you can write taking reciprocal on both sides, so x will be 1 by 5. So value of x is 1 by 5. Now this value of x we can fill in any of the equation, we get the value of y also. So let's fill in this equation. So from the given equation, so here we have not given any name to this equation, so you can give the name here also, number 3. So we'll write, put x is equal to 1 by 5 in equation 3. So let's see, 4 over x is 1 over 5, that 5 will go up in the numerator, plus 3y is equal to 14. So it is 20 plus 3y is equal to 14. So 3y is equal to 14 minus 20. So 3y is equal to, if I minus this, it is minus 6. So y is equal to minus 6 over 3, that is minus 2. So it means x is 1 by 5 and y is minus 2, answer of this question. Thanks for watching. Dear students, let's solve this question. The question is, solve the following pairs of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So these two equations are given. These are not already linear equations. So first of all, we are to reduce them. We are to change them into a pair of linear equations. So these are not already in the form of linear equations. So we'll change them into linear equations, then we'll solve these. Okay, so what we do here if you see that this denominator xy is common for these both numerators, so we'll divide these both numerators by this denominator separately. Here also xy denominator is common for these two numerators, so we'll divide these two numerators with xy separately. So it means here it becomes 7x over xy minus 2y over xy is equal to 5, and here it will be 8x over xy plus 7y over xy is equal to 15. So this will be our first step. So let's start. So first equation becomes here 7x over xy. We'll divide these both numerators by same denominator minus 2y over xy is equal to 5. So next is 8x over xy plus 7y over xy is equal to 15. This is our second equation now. Now what we do, see, x and x can be cancelled, y cancelled, x cancelled, y cancelled. So let's see what will be left. Here it is left 7 over y minus 2 over x is equal to 5. So in second equation it is left 8 over y plus 7 over x is equal to 15. Now 7 over y means 7 into 1 by y, and 2 over x means 2 into 1 by x. If I fill 1 by y as a and 1 by x as b, so 7 over y means 7 into 1 by y. So 1 by y is a, so it becomes 7a minus 2 over x means 2 into 1 by x. So 1 by x we will fill b, so it becomes 2b. So 7a minus 2b is equal to 5, and here 8a plus 7b is equal to 15. So we'll put this. Suppose this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So we'll write, put 1 over y as a and 1 over x as b in equation 1 and 2. So let's see what will be there. It becomes 7a minus 2b is equal to 5, and here 8a plus 7b is equal to 15. So now we'll solve equation this 3, and suppose this is 4 with elimination method. So in elimination method, what we do, we make the coefficient of either a or b same in both the equations. So if I multiply equation 3 by here 7, so it becomes 14b minus 14b, and here equation 4 by 2 it becomes 14b. So coefficient of b will be same in both the equations. So I need to multiply equation 3 by 7 and equation 4 by 2. So let's multiply third equation by 7. So 7 sevens are 49a minus this equation, so minus 7 twos are 14, 14b is equal to 7 fives are 35, and second equation 8 twos are, we have to multiply this equation by 2, so 8 twos are 16a plus 7 twos are 14b, 15 twos are 30. Now the coefficient of b is here minus 14, here plus 14, so signs are different, so we will add these two equations. So adding these two equations, this will be cancelled, and 49a plus 16b, so it becomes 65a is equal to, here 30 plus 35 is 65, so a will be 65 over 65, that is 1. So from here we get the value of a as 1. Now we'll fill the value of a1 in either third equation or fourth equation, and then we can find the value of b also. So we'll write here, so put a is equal to 1 in equation 3, so it becomes 7 into 1 is 7, minus 2b is equal to 5, and minus 2b is equal to 5 minus 7. So minus 2b is equal to minus 2, so minus minus cancelled, and b is 2 over 2, that is also 1. A is also 1, b is also 1. So we'll go here now. we'll find the value of x and y. So here we can find from here x and y value. So we have 1 over y as a, and here we'll write 1 over x as b. So 1 over y is a is 1 here. So we'll put here 1. So if I cross multiply, I get y also 1. And from here 1 over x is b, so b is 1. So cross multiply, x is 1. So it means x is equal to 1 and y is equal to also 1 is the solution of this pair of linear equations. Students, let's solve this question. Question is, solve the following pairs of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So 6x plus 3y is equal to 6xy. 2x plus 4y is equal to 5xy. So this equation is given to us. First of all, we are to change this equation, or we are to reduce this equation in the form of pair of linear equations. This is not in the form of pair of linear equations. We are to first of all change this into pair of linear equations form. So what we do here, if I divide this full equation 1 and 2 by xy, so we will start the solution like this way. We'll divide these two equations by xy. So we'll write here divide above equations by xy. Okay, so it become here 6x over xy plus 3y over xy is equal to 6xy over xy, and the second equation becomes 2x over xy plus 4y over xy is equal to 5xy over xy. Now here xx cancelled, here y cancelled, xy cancelled, xy cancelled, y cancelled, xx cancelled. So what is left? We are left with 6 over y plus 3 over x is equal to, here 6 is left only. Suppose this is our equation number 1, and in second here it is 2 over y plus 4 over x is equal to 5. So here this is suppose second equation. Now 6 over y means 6 into 1 by y, and 3 over x means 3 into 1 by x. If I fill 1 by y as a and 1 by x as b, so it will become 6 over y means 6 into 1 by y. So 1 by y I am putting a, so it becomes a 6a plus 3b is equal to 6, and here also it becomes 2a plus 4b is equal to 5. So I'll put here, put 1 by y as a and 1 by x as b. So it will become 6a plus 3b is equal to 6, and here 2a plus 4b is equal to 5. So again I tell you, 2 over y means 2 into 1 by y. So 2 into 1 by y is a, so it becomes 2a plus 4 over x means 4 into 1 by x. So 4 into 1 by x is b, so it becomes 4b is equal to 5. So this way I have changed these two equations. So we get equation 3 and equation 4. Now these 3 and 4 equations we will solve with the help of elimination method. So if I multiply equation 4 by 3, so I get 6a here. So coefficient will be same. So in elimination method, what we do, we make the coefficient of either a or b same in both the equations. So if I multiply equation 4 by 3, I get the coefficient a as 6. So it is also 6 here. So these coefficients will be same. So this I do. So I'll write here, multiply equation 4 by 3. So and third equation we will write as it is. So 6a plus 3b is equal to 6. So we'll multiply this equation by 3. So 2 3s are 6a plus 4 3s are 12. So 12b. So 5 3s are 15. Now if you see here, coefficient of a is same here and their signs are also same. If signs are same, we will subtract equations because we need the different signs. So in subtraction, the sign are changing here. So plus 6 becomes minus here, plus 12 minus 12, plus 15 minus 15. So this will be cancelled. 6a minus 6a is cancelled. So 3b minus 12b. So it will be minus 9b is equal to 6 minus 15 is minus 9. So minus minus cancelled. So b is 9 over 9, that is 1. So now we'll fill the value of b as 1 in equation 3 or 4 anywhere. So we'll write put b is equal to 1 in equation 3. So it becomes 6 into a plus 3 into b is 1. So we need not write anything. So 3 into 1 is 3 only, is equal to 6. So 6a is equal to 6 minus 3. So 6a is 6 minus 3 is 3. So a is 3 over 6, that is 1 by 2. So a is 1 by 2, b is 1. Now we'll go in this here. 1 by y is a. So we'll write here 1 by y is a and 1 by x is b. So here now 1 by y is a is 1 by 2. If I cross multiply, it becomes y is equal to 2. And here 1 by x is b is 1. So 1 by x is 1, so cross multiply, so x is also 1. So x is 1 and y is 2 are or is required solution. So this way we will solve this question. Thanks for watching. Students, let's solve this question. Question is, solve the following pair of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So this pair of equation is given. First of all, we are to change this pair of equation into a pair of linear equations. So this is not already in the form of linear equations. So we have to change this into form of linear equations, then we will solve it. So if you see here, it is 10 over x plus y plus 2 over x minus y is equal to 4, and this is 15 over x plus y minus 5 over x minus y is equal to minus 2. So 10 over x plus y means 10 into 1 over x plus y. 2 over x minus y means 2 into 1 over x minus y. If I fill 1 over x plus y as a, so it will become 10a. Because it is 10 into 1 over x plus y, so I am filling 1 over x plus y as a, so it becomes 10a. And if I fill 1 over x minus y as b, so it becomes 2b, because 2 over x minus y is 2 into 1 over x minus y, so that is 2b. So 10a plus 2b is equal to 4, and it will be 15a minus 5b is equal to minus 2. So we'll write here, so it is put 1 over x plus y as a, 1 over x minus y as b in above equations. So it will become 10a plus 2b is equal to 4, and second equation becomes 15a minus 5b is equal to minus 2. Now we will solve these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2 suppose, with elimination method. So in elimination method, what we do, we'll make the coefficient of either x or y same in both the equations. So if I multiply equation 1 by 5, so coefficient of b become here 10. 2 into 5 is 10, 10b. And here if I multiply equation 2 by 2, so coefficient of b will become 5 2s are 10. So we'll multiply equation 1 by 5 and equation 2 by 2. So we get the coefficient of b as same. So we'll write here. So it is written multiply equation 1 by 5 and equation 2 by 2. So let's multiply with 5 this. 10 5s are 50a plus 2 5s are 10. So it is 10b is equal to 4 5s are 20. So second equation becomes multiply this by 2. So 15 2s are 30, 30a minus 5 2s are 10, 10b is equal to minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. Now coefficient of b is same and having different signs also. So we'll add these two equations. So we need the different signs only. If signs are already different, so we will add the equations. If signs are same, then we will subtract these equations so that the signs will be changed. So it is added. So cross, this is cancelled. So 50a plus 30a is 80a is equal to 20 minus 4, that is 16. So here a becomes 16 over 80, that is 1 over 5. Now we'll fill the value of a as 1 over 5 in any one equation, 1 or 2. So I'm putting in equation 1. So we'll write put a is equal to 1 by 5 in equation 1. So it becomes, see here, 10 into 1 by 5. So 10 into a is, that is 1 by 5, plus 2b is equal to 4. From here we get the value of b. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are. So it becomes 2 plus 2b is equal to 4. So 2b is equal to 4 minus 2, that is 2. So b is 2 over 2, that is 1. So here a is 1 by 5, b is 1. So we need to find the value of x and y. A and b we have taken from our side. So we have to find the value of x and y. So we'll go here now. It is 1 over x plus y as a. So here 1 over x plus y, a is 1 by 5. If I cross multiply this equation, I get x plus y is equal to 5. Suppose this is equation number 3. So further it is 1 over x minus y as b. So it becomes 1 over x minus y as 1 because b is 1. So cross multiply, so x minus y is 1. This is our equation 4. We'll solve equation 3 and 4 here. So we'll write solving equation 3 and 4. So let's write these two equations together. So it is x plus y is 5 and second is fourth equation is x minus y is 1. So if we'll add these two equations, we get the y terms cancelled. So we are left with 2x is equal to 6. So x is 6 over 2, that is 3. So value of x is 3 coming. Now we'll put the value of x as 3 in any equation, 3 or 4. So put x is equal to 3 in equation, suppose it is 3. So it becomes 3 plus y is 5. So y is 5 minus 3, that is 2. So we'll write hence x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 is the solution of this pair of equations or linear equations. So thanks for watching. Students, let's solve this question. The question is, solve the following pair of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So this pair of equation is given and we need to change this into a pair of linear equations first. So this is not already in linear equation form. So we have to change this pair into a linear equation form, then we will solve this. So if you see this equation, this pair of equations, so it is 1 over 3x plus y plus 1 over 3x minus y. Here also 1 over 3x plus y is common here, and here also 1 over 3x minus y is coming in all these 4 terms. So if I put 1 over 3x plus y as a and 1 over 3x minus y as b, so it will be becoming here a plus b is equal to 3 by 4. This is what I have done here, and here it will become, it is 1 over 2 into 3x plus y. It means it is 1 over 2 into 1 over 3x plus y. So it become here 1 over 2 into 1 over 3x plus y is a. So 1 over 2a it is, and this will be minus 1 over 2b. So it is minus 1 by 8 then. So further this is equation 1 now, and this is equation 2. We'll solve these two equations with the help of elimination method. In elimination method, what we do, we make the coefficient of either a or b same in both the equations. So if I multiply equation 1 by 2 here, so the coefficient of b will be same and a also will be same. So we can start like this way. So we'll write, so we'll multiply equation 1 by 2. So it will become here 1 by 2a plus 1 by 2b is equal to 3 by 4 into 1 by 2, that is 3 by 8. And second equation as it is, 1 by 2a minus 1 by 2b is equal to minus 1 by 8. Now see here the coefficient of b is same and in the opposite signs. So we will add these two equations. So this will be cancelled. So 1 by 2a plus 1 by 2a is a. Half a plus half a is 1a is equal to 3 by 8 minus 1 by 8. So here a will be 3 by 8 minus 1 by 8 is 2 by 8. That is 1 by 4. So A value is 1 by 4. If we fill the value of A in equation 1, we can get the value of B also. So we'll write put A 1 by 4 in equation 1. So fill here A is 1 by 4 plus B is equal to 3 by 4. So B is equal to 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4. So it is 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4 is 2 by 4. If I take LCM 4, it is 3 minus 1, so 2 by 4. That is 1 by 2. So A is 1 by 4, B is 1 by 2. So but we are to find the value of x and y, so we will go here. So first is 1 over 3x plus y is A. So 1 over 3x plus y is A is here 1 by 4. Now we'll cross multiply this. So it becomes 3x plus y is 4. This will be our third equation. Now from here it is 1 over 3x minus y is B. So it means 1 over 3x minus y as B. B is here 1 by 2. If I cross multiply, it becomes 3x minus y is equal to 2. This is our fourth equation. If I solve equation 3 and equation 4, so see here, first of all we'll write solving equation 3 and equation 4. So we'll write these two equations together. So 3x plus y is 4 and here 3x minus y is 2. So here we are to solve with elimination method only. So coefficient of y is already same and in different sign. So we will add these two equations and this will be cancelled. So it becomes 6x is equal to 6. So x is 1. So now we'll put the value of x as 1 in equation 3. So we'll write put x is equal to 1 in equation 3. So see here x1. So 3 into 1 is 3 plus y is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4 minus 3, that is 1. So it means x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 is the solution of this pair of linear equations. So this way we will solve this question. Thanks for watching. Friends, let's do this question. The question is, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and speed of the current. So let's understand this question. The first line is Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. So first of all, rowing means, or row means to propel a boat, or you can say to move in the boat. So that is rowing. So Ritu is rowing a boat, or you can say downstream. Downstream means to move in the direction of the water. In which direction water is flowing, in that direction if you move, that is called downstream. And upstream means to move in the opposite direction of the water. Okay, so in downstream she is moving 20 kilometers in 2 hours. In 2 hours she covers 20 kilometers. But in upstream means to move in the opposite direction of the water. She is covering 4 kilometers in 2 hours. So it means in 2 hours she covers just 4 kilometers in upstream, and in downstream she covers 20 kilometers in 2 hours. So what is the difference here? So in downstream, what is the difference between downstream and upstream? In downstream, the speed of the boat and speed of the current, that is water, is get added. So in case of downstream, the speed of the boat is added in the speed of the water. So net speed is increased automatically because both the speeds, speed of the boat in still water and speed of the current means water, speed of the water is added. Okay, in upstream, the speed of the boat and speed of the water is get subtracted. Or it means in upstream, the speed of the water is subtracted from the speed of the boat. So we get a very less speed in case of upstream. So automatically if speed will be less, then distance will be less covered. So in 2 hours it is covering 4 kilometers just because speed is very less. Speed in case of upstream is just the difference between the speed of the boat in still water and speed of the water. But in downstream the speeds are getting added, so net speed is automatically increased. So this is the difference between downstream and upstream. So next is find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. So rowing in still water means we need to find the speed of the boat in still water and speed of the current, that is the speed of the water. Current means the water speed. So this we have to find out. So first of all we will assume that speed of rowing in still water be x kilometer per hour and speed of the current be y kilometer per hour. So we will have here two cases. So first case is right here, case of downstream. Case of downstream. So in downstream here it is 20 kilometer is covered in 2 hours. So first of all we'll write distance traveled in downstream. So distance here is 20 kilometers. Time taken is 2 hours. So net speed, or you can say speed in downstream, I told you in the beginning only, in downstream speed of the water is get added in the speed of the boat. So the net speed will be x plus y kilometer per hour. So here you can see. So downstream means when boat and water are moving in the same directions. So automatically the speed of the boat is added in the speed of the water. So boat will experience more speed than actual speed because water speed is also added in this. So x plus y is the speed. Now we have this formula with us that speed is equal to x plus y it is. So speed formula is distance over time. So we know speed is distance over time. So distance is 20. So it means 20 over 2, time is 2, is equal to x plus y. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 10. 10s are 20. So first equation is x plus y is equal to 10. This is our first equation. So now we'll take the case of upstream. So case of upstream. In upstream, it covers 4 kilometer in 2 hours. So it means distance is 4 kilometer and time is 2 hours. So again we know speed while in upstream. So here in upstream the speed, or you can say the speed of the water is get subtracted from the speed of the boat. So it means it is x minus y kilometer per hour. So always remember that here we need to make the difference of speed of the boat and speed of the water. So it will come here x minus y. We have to take the speed of the boat in the first and then we have to take the speed of the water. So it means speed of the boat minus speed of the water you have to take. Don't take it opposite like speed of the water minus speed of the boat. That will be wrong. So always remember we are to take here speed of the boat minus speed of the water. Speed of the boat will take in the beginning. Okay. So this is this. Now speed, formula of speed is distance over time. Distance is 4, time is 2, is equal to x minus y. So from here you can say x minus y is, so let's solve here, x minus y is 2. This is second equation. Now we'll solve equation 1 and 2. So we'll write solving equation 1 and 2. So 1, let's write these equations together. X plus y is equal to 10, x minus y is equal to 2. So here we solve this by elimination method and the coefficient of y is the same and the sign is opposite. So we'll add these two equations. So this is cancelled. So it becomes 2x is equal to 10 plus 2 is 12. So x is 12 over 2, that is 6. So we put x is equal to 6 in number 1 equation, or you can put in number 2 also. So you will get the same result. So I'll write put x is equal to 6 in equation 1. So put here, so 6 plus y is equal to 10. So y is equal to 10 minus 6, that is 4. It means speed of the rowing in still water is 6 km per hour and speed of the current, that is speed of the water, is 4 km per hour. So speed of rowing in still water is 6 km per hour and speed of current is 4 km per hour. So this way we will solve this question. Students, let's solve this question. The question is, 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work and also that by 1 man alone. So in this question there are 2 conditions, that one work is there, and if 2 women and 5 men together complete this work, together do this work, then they take just 4 days to complete this work. In first case, 2 women and 5 men are working together and they are taking 4 days to complete the work. And now in second case, 3 women and 6 men, if do this work, then they take just 3 days to complete the work. This is our second equation, second condition, that 3 women and 6 men, if together complete this work, together they do this work, they take just 3 days. So now we have to find that if 1 woman alone do this work, then how many days she will take, and if 1 man alone do this work, then how many days he will take. So this is our question. So for understanding this question, let's take some example. So first of all, we'll assume that let 1 woman alone takes x days to finish the work and 1 man alone takes y days to finish the work. So it means if 1 woman alone is doing that work, then she will take x days, and 1 man if doing alone this work, then he will take y days. So let's write the first condition here in rough. I'm doing just in rough. So 2 women, so here, and 5 men complete this work in 4 days. I'm just writing like this only. Okay, and 3 women here and 6 men can finish this work in 3 days. So let's understand. Suppose you are doing a work and you take 2 days to finish a work. Suppose you take 2 days to finish a work, then what is the work done in 1 day? That will be obviously 1 by 2. Suppose you complete a work in 3 days, then what is 1 day work? That will be 1 by 3. Again, if suppose you are completing a work in 4 days, then what is your 1 day work? That will be 1 by 4. Okay, if you are completing a work in x days, then what is your 1 day work? That will be 1 by x. As it is going on, it is 1 by x. And if you take to complete a work in y days, then what is your 1 day work? That might be 1 by y. So from here you have learned that if a woman takes x days to finish a work, then what is one woman's 1 day work? That will be 1 by x. And if a man takes y days to finish a work, then what is a man's 1 day work? That is 1 by y. So now see, from here we'll frame the equations from these 2 given conditions. So first condition is 2 women plus 5 men's 4 days work. That is 1 work. So see here. So from here we have learned that one woman taking x days to finish the work. Okay, so what is one woman's 1 day work? That will be 1 by x. So one woman's 1 day work is 1 by x. So what is 2 women's 1 day work? That will be 2 by x. So again I repeat, one woman's one day work is 1 by x. So two women's one day work is 2 by x. Now what is one man's one day work? That is 1 by y. So what is 5 men's one day work? That is 5 over y. We have to multiply with 5. So this is, if I add these two, so it is 2 women's and 5 men's one day work. This is 2 women's and 5 men's one day work, because this is 2 women's one day work, this is 5 men's one day work. If we plus these works, then it gives us that this is 2 women's and 5 men's one day work. And if I want to find out 2 women's and 5 men's 4 days work, then we'll multiply with 4. So how much work they are completing in 4 days? They are completing one full work, one complete work they are doing in 4 days. So 2 women's and 5 men's 4 days work is one work completed. So this way we will find the first equation. So again let's find the second equation. So see, one woman's one day work 1 by x. Okay, now 3 women's one day work 3 over x, right? Okay, now one man one day work 1 by y. So what is a 6 men one day work? 6 over y, right? So what is 3 women and 6 men's one day work? We will add these two. Now this is 3 women's and 6 men's one day work. And what is 3 women's and 6 men's 3 days work? You multiply with 3. This is, and in 3 days they complete full work and they finish the work. It means in 3 days they are doing one full work. So this will be our second equation, and we will solve these two equations. So let's write in the fair work. So I have written work done by 2 women and 5 men in 4 days. They are completing one work. Okay, so we'll write the equation now. One woman's one day work, that is 1 by x, and 2 women's one day work, that will be 2 by x. Again, now one man's one day work, that is 1 by y. Now 5 men's one day work, that will be 5 over y. Now 2 women and 5 men's one day work, that we will do plus. Now 2 women and 5 men's 4 days work, we'll multiply with 4, and that is equal to 1 complete work. Okay, now this 4 will go here in the denominator, so it will become here 2 over x plus 5 over y is equal to 1 by 4. This is our first equation. So similarly we will do for the second case. So work done by 3 women and 6 men in 3 days, that is one work. It is written in the second case, 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. So in 3 days 3 women and 6 men complete this one work. So here also we will frame the equation. So see here, one woman's one day work, that is 1 by x. So 3 women's one day work, that is 3 by x. Now one man one day work, that is 1 by y. So 6 men's one day work, that will be 6 over y. Now 3 women and 6 men's one day work, we will add these two. So this is 3 women's and 6 men's one day work. So what is their 3 days work? We'll multiply with 3. Now this complete work is there, so it means it is full one work is completed. So 3 women's and 6 men 3 days work is one complete work. So we'll take this 3 to here in the denominator. So I'll write here. So it becomes 3 over x plus 6 over y is equal to 1 by 3. This is our second equation. In first equation and second equation, what we do, 2 over x means 2 into 1 by x. 5 over y means 5 into 1 by y. If I put 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b, so it becomes 2a plus 5b is equal to 1 by 4. Here it becomes 3a plus 6b is equal to 1 by 3. So we'll put like this way. Put a is equal to, or you can say put 1 by x is equal to a and 1 by y is equal to b in equation 1 and 2. So it becomes here 2a plus 5b is equal to 1 by 4. And here 3a plus 6b is equal to 1 by 3. Now suppose this is equation 3 and this is equation 4. We are to solve these two equations by elimination method. So in elimination method, what we do, we make the coefficient of either a or b same in both the equations. So if I multiply equation 3 by 3 and equation 4 by 2, so coefficient of a will be 6. So it will be same. So we'll do this like this way. So multiply equation 3 by 3 and equation 4 by 2. So multiply this equation by 3, it becomes 3 2s are 6a plus 5 3s are 15b. So 1 by 4 into 3 is 3 by 4. So multiply this equation by 2. So 6a plus 12b is equal to 2 by 3. So now the signs of 6 here same. So we'll subtract these two equations. So in subtraction, signs will be changed, minus, minus and minus. So 6a cancelled. So 15b minus 12b is 3b. And here 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. So 3b is equal to, we'll take LCM. LCM is 12. So 4 3s are 12. So 3 3s are 9 minus 3 4s are, so multiply by 4, it is 8. So 3b is 1 by 12. So 3b is 1 by 12. Okay. So b is 3 will go in the denominator, 12 3s are 36. So b is 1 by 36. We'll put the value of b here 1 by 36 in equation 3. So put b is equal to 1 by 36 in equation 3. So let's put 2a plus 5b, 5 into 1 by 36. So 5 by 36 is equal to 1 by 4. So it becomes 2a is equal to 1 by 4 minus 5 by 36. Now 2a is equal to 4 and 36, LCM is 36. So 4 9s are, so multiply by 9. 36 1s are, so multiply by 1. So 2a is equal to 4 by 36. So a is equal to 4 by 2 will go in the denominator, 2 into 36. So 2 1s are 2 2s are, 2 1s are 2 18s are. So 1 by 18 is a. So we need to find the value of x and y. So we will go here where we have written, put 1 by x as a here. So we'll go here. Now we have 1 by x as a. So it means 1 by x is 1 by 18. So if I do cross multiply, so x is 18. So in second case, 1 by y is b. So b is here 1 by 36. So y is 36. So it means one woman alone takes 18 days to finish the work and one man takes 36 days to finish the same work alone. So it's written, one woman takes 18 days and one man takes 36 days alone to finish the work. So thank you so much. Students, let's solve this question. The question is, Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partially by train and partially by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and the speed of the bus separately. So in this question, there are two conditions given. Total distance is to be covered is 300 kilometers. So there are two cases for covering this 300 kilometer distance. First case is the distance traveled by the train is 60 kilometer and now the distance left is 300 minus 60, that is 240. So remaining distance is traveled by the bus. So it means 240 kilometer is traveled by the bus in first case. Again I repeat, in first case 60 kilometer is traveled by the train and 240 kilometer is traveled by the bus. And in this case the time taken is 4 hours. So total distance is 300 kilometer and in first case the time taken is 4 hours when it is 60 kilometer by train and 240 by bus. In second case, if the distance traveled by the train is 100 kilometer and now the distance left for the bus is 200, 300 minus 100 is 200. So 100 kilometer by train and 200 kilometer by bus. So in this case, she takes 10 minutes longer. 10 minutes longer means longer than 4 hours. So earlier she was taking 4 hours, now 10 minutes more she is taking. It means the time in the second case is 4 hours 10 minutes. So we have to find the speed of the train also and speed of the bus. So first of all, we'll assume the speed of the train as x kilometer per hour and the speed of the bus as y kilometer per hour. So let speed of the train be x kilometer per hour and the speed of the bus be y kilometer per hour. So total distance covered is 300 kilometer. Now we'll take the first case. So we'll write case 1 here in heading case 1. So in case 1 we will have two sub cases also, case of train and case of bus. So we'll write here for train and here for bus. So separately we will find out. So for train, what is distance traveled by the train? It is given 60 kilometers. Okay. So what is speed of the train? That is x kilometer per hour. Okay. So what is the time taken by the train? Is distance over speed. So we can write here distance over speed, we know. So time is 60 over x hours. This is the time taken by the train to travel 60 kilometer. Now for bus, it is distance traveled by the bus is 300 minus 60, that is 240 kilometer. Okay. Now the speed of the bus is y kilometer per hour. Now the time taken by the bus is a distance over speed, that is 240 over y hours. This is. So these are our two cases, small cases in case 1. So you can see here that distance, or you can say time taken by the train plus time taken by the bus is 4 hours, because in first case it takes 4 hours to complete this journey. So total time means time taken by the train plus time taken by the bus is total time is 4 hours. So we can write according to question, time taken by train. So we'll write time of train plus time of bus is equal to 4 hours. This will be our first equation. So what is time taken by the train? That is 60 over x, plus what is time taken by the bus? 240 over y is equal to 4 hours. So this way, or you cannot write units in equation, so leave it. So this will be our first equation. Now we will take the second case and we will find the second equation also. So in second case, for train, the distance traveled by the train is 100 kilometers. So it is 100 kilometer distance, and the speed of the train is x kilometer per hour. So the time taken by the train in second case is distance over speed, that is 100 over x hours. So if I see here in case of bus, the distance traveled is 300 minus 100, that is 200 left, 200 kilometer. So speed of the bus is y kilometer per hour. So time taken by the bus is distance over speed, 200 over y hours. This is time taken by the bus. Now if you see here, total time taken in second case is 10 minutes longer than the previous case. 10 minutes longer than the first case. So in first case time is 4 hours. So in second case time will be 4 hours 10 minutes. So we'll write according to question, time taken by train plus time taken by bus is equal to 4 hours 10 minutes, right? So what is time taken by train? That is 100 over x, plus what is time taken by a bus? It is 200 over y is equal to 4 hours 10 minutes. We can write 4 hour 10 minutes as 4 hour plus 10 minutes means 10 over 60 hours. We can write like this way, 4 hours plus 10 over 60. 10 minutes means we can change minutes into hours by dividing by 60. So it is 10 over 60. So it is cutting 1 by 6. 4 plus 1 by 6 is, you can take LCM also. So 6 4s are 24 plus 1, 25 over 6. So we will have here 100 over x plus 200 over y is equal to 25 over 6 hours. So this is our second equation. Now we'll solve these two equations, and by this reduction method we'll put here 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b, and we will solve these two equations. So let's solve. So this is, put 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b in equation 1 and 2. So first equation will become 60a plus 240b is equal to 4 hours. And here second equation, 100a plus 200b is equal to 25 over 6. Now we'll solve these two equations with the help of elimination method. So see here, if I multiply equation 3 by 10, I get 600a, and equation 4 by 6, so it will be 600a, and the coefficient of a will be same in both the equations. So this is what we are doing with elimination method. In elimination method, we need to make the coefficient of either a or b same in both the equations. So I multiply equation 3 by 10 and equation 4 by 6. So equation 3 by 10, so it becomes 600a plus 240 into 10 is 2400b is equal to 4 into 10 is 40. Now the second equation is, we have to multiply the next equation by 6. So 100 into 6, that is 600a plus 200 into 6 is 1200b is equal to 25 over 6 into 6 is 25 only. So here see the coefficient of that a is 600 and the signs are same. So we have to subtract these two equations so that the signs will be changed. So minus, minus and minus. So this will be cancelled. So it becomes here 2400 minus 1200, that is 1200b is equal to 40 minus 25 is 15. So b will be 15 over 1200. So we can cancel this. 15 ones are 15, 8s are 120, so one more 0. So b is 1 by 80 here. So we'll put b as 1 by 80 in any equation, any 3 or 4 you can put. So I am putting b as 1 by 80 in equation 3. So put b is equal to 1 by 80 in equation 3. So I get here 60a plus 240 over into b. So into b means into 1 by 80 is equal to 4. So it is 3. It is like 83 is 240. So 60a is equal to 4 minus 3. It will be 1. So a is 1 by 60. So b is 1 by 80, a is 1 by 60. So we need to find out the value of x and y from here. So we will fill these two values of a and b in this equation here. So we have assumed 1 by x as a. So we can write 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b. So if 1 by x is a, so 1 by x is, what is a here? 1 by 60. So if I cross multiply, then x is 60 from here, and 1 by y is b, b is 1 by 80. If I cross multiply, y is 80. It means the speed of the train is 60 km per hour and the speed of the bus is 80 km per hour. We will write this in the answer line. So it's written here, speed of train is 60 km per hour and speed of bus is 80 km per hour. This way we will solve this question.